seems like the Lakers couldn't make any shots. I mean, they got shots. They looked kind of flat a little bit, and it just seemed like they didn't kind of match what Phoenix was doing for 4 quarters. So it was just, points in the paint. They got outscored. I think only, you double check, I think it was like maybe, 19 assists or 18 assists? The ball wasn't.
19 assists, James, and lost the paint battle 44 to only 36.
Ball wasn't moving, a lot of categories. And I know we lost AD, but even before that, it just didn't seem like they were matching the energy. And then after AD, they just really were disarrayed, never got, formulated into any type of cohesiveness or continuity on offense. It's something they're going to have to look at. Now, I give Phoenix a lot of credit tonight. They played their way. They played their game, and so they deserved it tonight. But the Lakers just didn't have what they normally have.
Rob, midway through that second quarter, it's 37-27 Lakers. What changed?
I think the halftime is what did it. You through that second quarter, they were rolling. When halftime came out, no AD. It was almost like they didn't get organized on the court. Defensively or offensively, they didn't get any points in the paint, like you said. There was a lot of things that just went on as far as like getting back. And with me, it was like every time a guy turned the ball over, it's almost like they want to do this instead of sprinting back. Use that energy and slapping your hands or looking at the ref to get back on defense. There's no whistles. There's no need to complain. This is the playoffs. You don't have time to complain or worry about a turnover. So that's what Phoenix wants. They're a team that uses that fast break to get their threes. They use that fast break to get Chris Paul to probe the inside. And with Chris Paul being healthy, he was able to knock down his patented mid-range jumper. So a lot of things came into effect in that second half that the Lakers just couldn't, defend off.
Yeah, we'll talk AD in a little bit. I want to talk Chris Paul in a little bit. First, I want to talk this third quarter. You mentioned coming out at halftime, guys. Look at these numbers for the Lakers in the third quarter. Really tough to win no matter where you play. Just 3 of 16 for 19% from the field. I mean, the Suns went 0 for 6 for 3, but the Lakers didn't capitalize. 0 for 7. 6 turnovers, just 15 points. And also, big game to me, no fire. No sense of urgency, no rhythm. And I think the Suns smelled blood in the water. All of a sudden, you feel the wind go out of the sails with that Laker team and in that arena. There's no AD, no KCP in the second half. And the Suns said, let's take advantage. And they did.
Yeah, definitely the Suns were aware of the situation. And, when you're missing a player, as soon as you find out that AD's not, you're already missing Pope, okay? As soon as you find out that AD's not playing, the second half, that is when you have a band of brothers and you get together and you say, there is no damn way that we're going down without a huge fight. Drummond, Mark, let's go, let's get together, let's D up. And I didn't feel that on the court. I felt like you said, it was like, oh, we're without AD. Let's see, and it just didn't look like that team was glued tightly together. They were kind of together, but it wasn't like that tight. Now, they made a run down the stretch in the fourth quarter, but it was a little too late.
I think for me, when you watch this game, I didn't realize until I just really looked closely at the stats. They took 81 shots tonight. 40 were three-pointers. Mm-hmm. So that means every other shot was a three. Mm-hmm. And that's a sign of me you just settling. And if I look at this Phoenix Suns team, they're not a tall team. You're not attacking. And that's what you have to do when a team is small. You have to attack the basket. You're playing into the Phoenix Suns' hands now by shooting outside shots, getting the long rebounds, rebounds going to the elbows, and they're starting to fast break. And that's what the Lakers got to understand. I know it's a different era from when James and I played. It's a three-ball game. But still, half your shots from threes, that's too many.
Yeah, guys, and obviously the big story, AD in the second quarter goes down to the ground. And what we know now, it's hard to talk too much about it before you know what the prognosis is going to be. We haven't heard from him yet. We haven't heard from the Lakers. But it's a groin, and he didn't return. So I think what's going on in everyone's mind, whether you're a player, a fan, or us, is, wow, how's this going to affect the series? If it's a bad groin injury, we're not seeing him the rest of the way. So you start to panic a little bit, Big Game James. And that's not a good sight right there if you're a Laker fan.
Yeah, anytime you're dealing with the groin, man, that's a sensitive area. And it affects your every movement that you make in any sport, but particularly in basketball when you're going lateral, up and down. So I don't know the severity of it right now, but anytime you hear about a groin being pulled or strained, it's more serious than most. You know, it takes time. You're not just going to hop up in a couple of days and come back and play. So we'll just have to see, you know, what the diagnosis is and how he's able to heal tomorrow and see what he feels like.
I mean, Rob, we've both had a groin injury. It depends. There are different levels.
Yes.
And severity, right? It's a strain could be, you know, a few days. It could be a week. Depends on how it gets worked out. And a pull is, as you know, I mean, I've missed a couple months. You said you missed an entire summer one time. So, you know, you're speculating right now, but those thoughts are definitely running through their minds right now.
Yeah, because the groin injury is so close to that no-no place. But it's hard to treat. And it's such a difficult area to get to. And if it's strained or pulled, you know, sometimes it's the only thing that can help you is time and a little therapy, and hopefully that you one of these guys that heal quickly. But hopefully, you know, the way he got up, that's when I was looking. He used that leg to get up. And most guys, when they have a severe strain, you can't use that leg to get up because your leg is kind of sort of like dead. So hopefully this is just a strain or a spasm, because sometimes it can spasm and feel like a strain, and he won't be affected. He can come back and be AD that's attacking.
And we're getting word that we will not hear from AD. He's already left the arena. Big game.
Well, I mean, look, as an injured player, he does not have to address the media, from what I understand. And if he's not going to address the media, he has a personal trainer. They may have wanted to expedite his treatment and get him out of there and get him home and, you know, see what the prognosis is going to be and how they're going to treat it today, and see what he feels like tomorrow. So, yeah, I bet he didn't have much to say that already been said about the injury.
Yeah, you see his minutes right there, just 20. Those were all in the first half. 6 points on 2 of 9, 4 rebounds, 1 block. So he had yet to even get it going. Was not as involved as I'm sure the Lakers would like, especially coming off 2 30 and 10 games in a row. Before we get to the highlights, CP3, guys, I kind of wrote down in the third quarter that he was the difference maker. You could tell that's the best he's felt since he got injured in that game 1. He had 18 points. What is his health and just that spark that he adds? And you could tell he smelled blood in the water, big game. What does it mean to this series?
Are you talking about Chris Paul?
Yeah, what does it mean to the series?
Well, Chris Paul, you know, Rob said it. He had 2 days off. He has 2 days off for treatment, and, you know, he's able to take over games as he did right here, and he's also able to lead. What he conveys to his players in timeouts and how he gets them settled and keeps them that way for 4 quarters. I don't think they ever were out of sync. You know, they're never out of sync. You know, you turn the ball over, you make it easier for them. And as Rod stated, 43s, those are long rebounds. They're out and running. So, yeah, they're going to have to really, you know, dig deep. But Chris Paul on the court, whether he's 100% or not, he's still able to be efficient and knock down big shots and lead his team.
Yeah, he's just a dangerous leader on the court in so many different ways.